Now, if you see over here, these are the variables that we have in the model. Independent variable, if you see, then we have dependent variables, mediations, and moderation. If you see diagram, this diagram is known as moderated mediation model. Doesn't matter if moderator plays between independent variable or mediations to dependent variable, it doesn't matter. Still, we name this model moderated mediations model. Now we have another name that is known as moderated moderation model. So when we call moderated moderation model, when we have another moderator that placed over here. Now you can see between independent mediation and moderation, we have another moderator that influencing another moderator. In that scenario, the model will be called moderated moderation. Previously, we were labeling these variable that this is independent variable and this is dependent variable, but now we no longer label them based on the understanding exogenous and endogenous. Now what is exogenous and endogenous? Now if you see over here where arrow begin, this is known as exogenous. If you see in the case of independent variable and mediation, arrow starts from independent variable and ends on dependent variable. So where arrow begins, where arrow start, we called it as exogenous, and where arrow ends, we called it as endogenous. So in that case, if you see independent to mediation, independent is known as exogenous and mediation is known as endogenous, while in that scenario mediations now become exogenous and dependent variable called endogenous. Now the question is that how do you know whether you have the moderation and mediation or whatever is based on the hypothesis? Remember that. Remember chapter 2 where we develop our hypothesis. The way we write the hypothesis from independent variable to dependent variable is not the same for the moderation and mediation. This is something you need to understand and we will discuss in the later videos. Chapter 3, we write about proposed analysis. We want to use structure equationing model, whether we want to use covariance based SEM or variance based SEM. And this is something happened in chapter 3, while chapter 4, we run the analysis and report.